Hi, this is Travis Michelson, owner of Integrity Cleaning Systems. I'm coming at you with another monthly stain removal tip. And this month is February, the month of Valentine's Day, and one of the leading gifts on Valentine's Day is, of course, chocolate. So what do you do if you drop one of those pieces of chocolate, one of the kids runs by and smashes it in the carpet? How do you get that out? And as always, my goal here is to give you tips on the best way to remove it that gives you the best shot at removing it yourself without damaging the fiber or setting the stain permanently. A lot of the things I see on YouTube when they show you really grinding at the carpet, it's going to damage the fiber, or if you use the wrong chemistry, it's actually going to set the stain and make it to where even a professional can't get it out. So I'm going to show you the right way to do it. If this does not work for you, you need to contact a professional. Okay, so there's the chocolate stain, and I actually melted the chocolate and then I took a spoon and kind of crushed it into the carpet, so it's in there pretty good. What you're going to need for this is you're going to need a spoon, some water, a clean towel, a vacuum, and a good spot remover. If you don't have the one that I recommend, Spot Shot's a great option at Home Depot. Or if you look at this video on my blog post, and if you're not there now, just click the link around here somewhere. It actually shows you how you can make your own spotter. You definitely want to stay away from the Resolves and the OxiCleans and things like that. They tend to create more damage than they help. So what you want to start by doing is removing as much of the residue as you can before we start applying a spotter. So what we want to do is take the spoon, and we use the spoon because it's got a dull edge, it's not going to damage the fiber, and you just want to kind of pluck at it. Now you don't want to get in there and really grind at the fiber. You could actually pull the fiber out if you pull too hard. You got little pieces of chocolate separating from the fiber, and what this does is it reduces the amount of the chocolate we have to emulsify, which makes doing the spot removal easier. Okay, then once we get as much up as we can, we're going to go ahead and vacuum up that residue so we don't end up emulsifying and putting it right back into the carpet. So this is going to get kind of noisy for a second. Just give me a second here. Now, one of the things that you always want to do whenever you're using a spotter, you always want to apply the spotter to the towel, not directly to the carpet itself. When you apply it to the carpet itself, you tend to get too much in there. It can leave a dirt attracting residue. If you're using a solvent, it can actually damage the carpet backing, creating permanent damage to the carpet itself. And you always want to start on the outer edge of the stain and work your way into the center. This keeps the stain from spreading. Now, some people will show you get in here and really scrub it. You don't want to do that. It'll actually cause tip blooming. I start by just applying direct pressure with the spot remover on the towel, and that's going to start to emulsify the soil, or to the spot. You can already see it transferring. And then I'll just kind of massage it. You know, I stay in the same area and just turn a little bit to provide a little bit of agitation, but not so much that I'm going across several different face fibers which can damage them. And the goal here is you keep going until you stop seeing transfer on the towel. As soon as it stops transferring on the towel, you apply some more spot remover and keep going. And if at any point when you apply a new spot remover, if you don't get transfer, it means that particular spot remover is no longer working on the spot, and you need to go to the second type of spot remover that's on the informational part below this video. Now keep in mind, sometimes stains don't come out. Sometimes stains can be permanent. Sometimes the dye will get into the carpet fiber and dye the fiber, and that becomes a permanent stain unless you do a dye transfer technique, which is something normally we want to leave to the professionals. There's a basic one I can show you when we get to that type of spot, but it's a little bit more advanced, and it's really better if somebody with training actually does it. The other thing is, these can take time. It's not a quick fix. You don't want to get in here and blast this with something So you got to have a little bit of patience. See, I'm still getting transfer, so it's still working. It's just working slow. And every so often after you applied some spot remover to it, you want to rinse it by dipping your towel in the clean water and just doing the same process. It just keeps you from getting too, and you wring out the towel if you get too wet. It keeps you from getting too much residue from the spot remover into the fiber. And then when there's still a spot there, we go back at it with the spot remover. So we'll get a clean part of the towel so we can see if transfer is still happening. Put on some more of our spot remover and get back to work. And so here I'm just massaging in little circles, but I'm focusing on certain phase fibers, so I'm not raking across a bunch of different fibers creating damage. It's definitely starting to come out. Still got a little bit there. And here, you know, I'm going real light. I'm just brushing up the nap so I can look at it. I'm not scrubbing at it. Okay, still was getting more transfer there, so we're going to get to a clean part of the towel. Put on some more spot remover. Now, as far as the dye that gets into the carpet on some of these, and it can happen with chocolate, but not as often, but a carpet protector really helps with this type of spot and spills because it doesn't allow the liquids to penetrate into the fiber. They can attach to the surface of the fiber, but that's much easier to get out by doing a spot removal technique than if it actually gets into the fiber where you have to do heat transfers, dye reversals, and other things, which makes it much more difficult. Typically requires a professional, and then you're looking at an investment. Now, if you bought carpet protector from me, you have the spot and spill warranty, and you have a couple free spot removal service calls coming to you. So if you can't get it out using the techniques I show you here, and you have my warranty, give me a call. It costs you nothing at that point, and I'll be able to come out and finish the job for you. Because you did it right from the beginning, you didn't do anything that's going to create damage or make the stain permanent, which helps me to get it out if I have to come out. There we go. It looks like it's pretty much all gone to me. It's a little bit darker because it's wet, but the chocolate is gone now. So that's how you can remove chocolate from carpet. Have a great day.